coming from here. It's because I hurt my back and I'm sitting in this chair. But the messages are gonna message, so. This collective is currently dealing with... It's interesting. There's some hidden happiness here or feeling lost in purpose. A breakthrough is incoming though, some clarity that's very much needed. This seems like a journey we've been on for a very long time regarding being very disappointed in past things we've put a lot of jumped toward not working out. I see that we're very much a diamond in the rough here. Someone who has been forced through fire, right? As the Knight of Wands often is. He often goes through some crazy stuff. He's that crazy guy who charges in with no plan at all, super reckless, all that stuff, and just dives right in. No plan, nothing. All passion. No, head empty, no thoughts. That kind of energy. We're trying to romanticize our life though, right? Because this was in the house of the subconscious. Secrets. There's definitely... There's It's in Sagittarius. It's like this longing for freedom, this hidden optimism, this secret desire to be free. But there's this haziness that's surrounded this freedom. Where do I go? Instead of being the Knight of Wands, all passion, no thought, no anything, I'm just all motivation until I burn out, which leaves me feeling disappointed. I want to go with my whole heart somewhere. What that is some sort of new opportunity. It's very small, very small. This little page is a new beginning, new start in the material realm. But yeah, it's like there's an imbalance here. There's an imbalance here as well. This is the Sagittarius card, so someone here is a Sagittarius. There's this sort of imbalance going on, and I channeled the songs Feel Good Inc. by Gorillaz and Come and Get Your Love by Redbone, excuse me. Interesting songs. There's two different sides to it. Feel Good is like, how do I put it? It's definitely a very, someone here could be dealing with, I'm gonna say nihilism is coming through. Some nihilism, this feeling of what even is my purpose? And then there's another side that's trying to receive connection from someone, but it feels like it's a struggle, you know what I mean? That's for who it's for. Someone here very much wants to give love to someone, and it feels like that whoever they're chasing after is not quite focused on them right now. There's a little bit of an imbalance here. Not that that's a horrible bad thing, but that's just who it's for. It's got us in this little bit of scarcity mindset, lack. So for whomever's trying to go after their dreams or their passions, things that make them happy, and it happens to be in the material realm, there's a bit of an imbalance here with scarcity and lack, so holding on to things, and that's kind of causing us an issue here with our creativity, our creative nature, that type of thing, because I did get the sacral chakra color, which is orange for creativity, and the bell for clearing out negativity. So it means that there's been some negativity here, and there's this intuitive nudge to clear that, along with the sage and mint, which are all about clarity, refreshing energy. Sage is literally a purification type of thing, and we had the ancestors here for ancestral guidance, so some form of ancestral guidance to help fix this, because it's out of whack. And again, if this is someone who's specifically going after another person and it feels like it's not quite there yet, and triggering old wounds around abandonment, scarcity, lack, why am I not good enough, that type of thing, it's because Lady's not could be a feminine, could not be, you know your person. But they're focused here. They're not quite here yet. They might be having issues with money, so they're focusing hard on getting into this. So their sideways cards like this are current energy. They go back and forth, so they might still be on that last little leg, because pentacles are the last part of the minor tarot's journey to get here. So very, very interesting. Yeah, because if you're the queen or king of each of the suits, that means you have finished that journey. The page is still a very new start, very beginning, and in order to become the empress, the full empress, you have to be all of the queens. So, and if you want to be the emperor, you have to be all of the kings, right? You have to be both. So it seems like if you're someone who's specifically going after someone else, could be an earth sign feminine, could be a blonde, they are very much focused over here. That does not mean unrequited, it just means that these frustrations that you're feeling aren't due to you being not good enough. They're just not ready yet. They're not ready at this moment in time. You could also be dealing with a back injury, you could be Native American. Vesta came in, which is all about like the home, so that was interesting. All the synchronicities will be in the caption, so you can look at all those. I'll have them listed so you can see if that resonates or not. Yeah. Why you need to hear this at this time? We're going after some sort of community stability, marriage for some of you, right? Feeling welcome also stands out. For those of you who are feeling lost in purpose, there's that feeling of, I'm trying to find this, I want this, but there's some kind of tower that I'm resisting. There's some kind of thing that I'm not quite, resisting change. There's some form of big, time to pick up the pieces and start anew. And it's regarding this. We want this recognition. Yeah, we want this recognition, and the King of Wands here is all about being the leader. Being that King of Wands instead of the Knight of Wands. Showcasing that I'm the king, I wear the crown. I'm an inspiring leader. I'm worth all this passion and fire and energy. And we're not feeling recognized, but there's a tower here around wanting to feel welcomed, community. So in case of wanting to feel welcomed, you may not be in an environment that feels welcoming, you're not expressing your optimism, your fire, your passions. So it's kind of leaving you feeling rather stagnant. Yeah, rather stagnant, frustrated, right? These were the clarification cards, the shadow in the middle. There's this intuitive nudge here that there's a tower that needs to happen. Yeah, moving past hardship, optimism, an intuitive nudge to head in a different direction. Because we're currently dealing with this disappointment around not being recognized as the King of Wands, this inspiring leader, full of passion and drive. Yes, there's some kind of tower here that we are not, this need for validation feels very strong here. I need the validation in order to see for myself that I'm the King of Wands, so that I can move on. What you need to do about it at this time, it looks like we're very ungrounded. We're very ungrounded and we're bored or apathetic. So definitely that nihilism, that I don't know what my purpose is here, or if you're, in the realm of romance, this hidden love, it may feel very unrequited, or we're feeling like we're not quite, it's not giving what it's supposed to give. And look, there's that Page of Pentacles again. Something new. Doesn't necessarily mean a new person, but it could be a call to focus on your pentacles. Because we're coming in with all this fire and all these cups, but I haven't really seen any swords for thought, words, communication, and I haven't seen any sort of pentacles, stability, groundedness, practicality, things like that, right? So it may be a call for you to focus on, if you're specifically pursuing another person, right? Because I got two different energies here. It may be a call for you to focus on yourself at this time, focus on building your own kind of life. Because if the person you're pursuing is currently in their last phases of their journey, they've gone through the passion phase, the romanticizing their life phase, the communicative phase, and they're in their last phase, then that would be, if you want to meet them in the middle, that would be the call to also start on that journey. They might be like 2 or 3 steps in front of you on that path. If it's just like, I haven't really found my purpose, then it would be a similar call to kind of focus on yourself, be more grounded, because the answers you're seeking might actually be more in here and less up here. You follow me? Yeah, because right now we're in a bit of a self-sabotaging energy with the Lover's card sideways. When it comes to non-romantic types of readings, this indicates choices of our creative side and our more ambitious go-getter side. Again, when it's sideways, that means it goes back and forth. So at times, we're very much level-headed, we're going forward, we're chasing after what we want, you know, we're following our intuition, we're like on our path, very aligned. And at other times we go, well, I'm not really, yeah, I'm bored, I'm not here, I'm not this grounded, practical, reliable person yet. I'm not in this phase. I don't feel stable or secure. And we kind of sabotage ourselves a little bit here. And that can make us a little bit reckless. The Spirit does not want you to be reckless. They want for you to not self-sabotage so much. They want for you to focus on grounding in the now in order to get the clarity that you're seeking, so you can stop the self-sabotaging loop. And they want for you to not be reckless. Okay, the Knight of Swords is the second fastest knight in the deck. Remember how I said I hadn't seen any swords for thoughts and communication? This is not the time to come in and be like, in the case of love, right? This is not the time to come in and throw all your emotions down at the other person's feet and expect them to meet you in the middle. No, especially if like you're both broke and you're like, yes, I want you to come live with me and we'll be happy together forever. And they're like, okay, but how are we gonna be? You know? Not that money's what makes the world go round, but like, if you're going to be together, then somebody needs some kind of plan. You can't just all be running on the hamster wheel with no ideas. You know? That'll get you hurt and all that kind of stuff. If it's in the case of like hidden optimism, hidden desire for freedom, this is really not the time to be super reckless. This would not be the time to what's the word I'm looking for? Like, it's communication and thought. So this is like not the time to like blurt like harsh communications, diving and doing really reckless stuff without a plan. That is no. They also want for you to do this Four of Pentacles, which I thought was interesting, because Four of Pentacles is usually like really, it can be like saving money, doing things a little at a time, holding on to things, but in this case it's more like saving money. So like building something here, there may be a need to, like, instead of just impulsively doing things, trying to formulate a plan and building the resources to do it. And I do see the Six of Pentacles as well, so there is like an element of give and take here. So, oh, this could also mean being a bit careful with who we share our energy resources with, making sure it's more on equal ground. So in the case of love, right? We want to make sure we don't come diving in and just giving every single thing we've ever thought for the past 3 years, with like nothing to really give other than, you know, my heart on my sleeve. But, you know, how do I put this? It's like this overwhelming feeling of caring for somebody, but we're not really ready ourselves. Like, neither person is quite ready to be in that commitment yet. And it's not that they don't have feelings for each other, they're just not ready. They're not ready, they're not independent yet, they're not able to, like, they're not emotionally ready, they're not, because again, we had the passion, and we had the passion and the feelings, but we didn't really have the swords and the pentacles, so it's like we're not quite ready yet. Not quite ready for that yet. There's still a little bit more work to go. There's still some things that need to be built. There's still some lessons to learn. There's still we had that imbalance earlier. There's still a need to understand when things are equal. And that's just for like relationships in general, but for like this hidden desire for freedom, this hidden optimism, it's definitely giving more of a, we need to be a bit more conservative with, one, how we talk to ourselves, and two, who we share our ideas with, right? Not giving it to just anybody, not telling everybody our stuff, but like looking for the people who will actually be more supportive. Yeah. Not always looking for handouts either. So I got into all the tarot. Let's get the Oracle advice cards and see what advice your guides have for you. Let's see. I'm feeling this one. Yep, I'm feeling this one. This little deck here. So let's see. Let me move everything real quick. Alright, got everything moved around so that's comfortable. Got our cards here. Let's see what your Oracle advice will be. It is my intention that if you see my face here or anywhere else that I am on the internet, that your burdens will be lifted and you will leave here feeling lighter. I am the campfire that you rest at before you go off to face the final boss, which is often yourself. So, Spirit, let's ease their fears and soothe their anxieties. Please give them the clarity that they need in order to continue on their path forward. Thank you. Spirit to the divine order of the highest good. What is the closing advice for this collective regarding their 12th house in Sagittarius? Got a few cards here. And it looks like, yeah, we have kind bull for generosity, prosperity, and kindness. Your kind and giving nature others would know. So yeah, like people, like if you're hiding your kind and giving nature, you should not be. No, people want to see it. Sacred snake, wisdom, grounding, and eloquence. Get quiet and meditate. Unravel the mysteries of the universe. Yeah, this is more of that like grounding in the now. Right? Instead of looking for someone else to give you that validation, this is a time for getting into the now, grounding into yourself, meditating, and really rooting into building your own identity, you know? Wise owl, wisdom, perception, discipline. Make a wish to the moonlight and find darkness. So this kind of tells me about like tapping into your intuition. The moon often represents intuition. You will find darkness. That may lead you to the shadow side that is searching for this connection, for this validation of sorts from either other people or like partners or both. I mean, there's some kind of, we're not happy with the recognition that we're getting or not getting. It's like it's not quite what I wanted. Complex octopus, complexity, multitasking, and creativity. Discover a different version of yourself and discover the power of transformation. I mean, I said what I said, right? Pardon the ring light, but this is what we need to be doing. Tapping into ourselves, discovering who we are. There's somebody hidden in there, my friend. Yeah, there's someone hidden in there that people want to see. People want to see, the right people want to see this version of you, who's kind, generous, wise, eloquent, has discipline, very perceptive, complex, creative. There's like octopi are extremely intelligent creatures. There's this version of you that you hide behind the facades that's extremely intelligent, extremely clever, extremely flexible, extremely adaptable. You don't need to be hiding it, because I feel like people who see it would really like it. Maybe not the ones around you who make you feel like you have to hide this part of yourself, but there are people in other rooms that would be happy to see it. Spirits of the Divine Order of the Highest Good, please give me the last card for closing advice for what this collective needs to hear regarding the 12th house in Sagittarius, please. You see these undercurrents? You see how some of the cards are flipped over? That means that there's some hidden things beneath. Like I said, hidden. All these secrets. Transformation, secrets. What are we loyal to? A shark. Yeah, someone who's actually like a... Ooh, that reminds me of like a great white. You don't see them coming. They come from the bottom. They swim in the bottom and they come up from the top. They're ambush predators. That might be you, friends. We have the butterfly here as well. Again, that hidden transformation. Last bit of closing advice for this collective, please. Yes, that shark. And the frog. Purification. There's like this hidden transformation within you that would turn you into this, like, this completely unexpected, mysterious little crow here. I'll take that because that popped up. The tiger. Look, black and white, yin and yang, light and shadow. I know a lot of these cards are animals that are white, but there's a black one here too, and you got it. Like, yeah, they're mostly white and purple, but you got the one black card in here. I just realized that. So that's important, right? We have the white tiger, absolutely gorgeous. Strength, courage, willpower, strength. Use your passion and strength to overcome anything. Mysterious crow, mystery, intelligence, cycle, life. Observer of birth, life, and death. Teaching creative and destructive magic. Ooh. Creating and destructive. Light and shadow. Divine feminine. Divine masculine. The creative, nurturing side of ourselves that births new ideas versus the drive, the motivation, the willpower, the get up and go get it, but it can be destructive with nothing to guide it. It's the destructive ambition versus just creating for the joy of creating. The purpose. People who just go with blind ambition but no purpose can be destructive. Wow. Yeah, we need to get into ourself, because there's this really complex person in here who's very wise, perceptive, has a ton of creativity, a ton of discipline, very eloquent, very kind, very generous, but we're hiding it under some destructive tendencies around our own strength, our own passion. Wow. That's really cool that came out that way. So that's what they're telling you. They're telling you that you need to go inside because your yin and your yang need to be looked at. There's a bit of an imbalance here. That frustration that you're feeling, that desire for freedom, that like hidden, things are hidden. It needs for you to look at it. Look at it, okay? You need to look at it, because the path that you're going on when you're not looking at it, you're going to either go too far this way or too far that way. Into passivity or into go until we crash and burn. Right? Wow, that's crazy. I'm blown away. I'm absolutely blown away by that. Hold on. There's one more part I want to see. Yeah, deer. Sensitive deer. Are you hiding your sensitive side? Clarity, adaptability, divination. Pay attention and use your keen insight in the reverse. You're not paying attention to yourself, your intuition, to your emotions. Oh my lord, I'm done. There's this sensitive side. Did you know that octopi, even though they are predators, even though they're these clever little things, they're actually deeply feeling, communicative little creatures? Did you know that? They have this hidden little, like, whole world. They're extremely intelligent. They can talk to each other. They're smart. That's you. You're like this little octopus. You blend in the background. But you blend in a little too well at times. You've done such a good job at disguising yourself that you've forgotten who you are. In here, we've locked it away too far. You need to go find it. There's nothing wrong with this absolutely gorgeous little deer here, because when you get these balanced, like, this is just good stuff. Use your passion and strength to overcome anything. Teach me creative and destructive magic. That's crazy. Right? That's cool, because that means that you can have those towers but still be born anew. Listen, I'm just the messenger, man. Whoever you are, you need to come out of hiding. You need to come out of hiding, friends. You're hiding this absolutely gorgeous little soul in there, trying to keep it hidden under that little mask. But it's not serving you. This mask is, you've outgrown it. It's getting a little too tight on your face. It hurts. And it's literally your block. This hidden part of you is screaming to be released. They want you to unleash that beast. Get in there, meet that beast first. You don't just unlock it with you'll break everything. You have to go in and meet it. You have to befriend it. You've kept it in the cage for too long. So, that's what I have for you. Oh my goodness, what a read. What a crazy read that was. Yeah. When you do this, your life's gonna change drastically. In a good way. In a good way. Because all I see here is, like, someone who is meant for some big things. Yeah, we got the crow, the tiger, the deer, the octopus, the snake, the bull, and the owl. Like, those are all some powerful animals. I don't know, I have a feeling once you tap into that, you're really gonna understand how to truly move through your life in a whole different way, where your passion will actually have a direction to go, and you'll be able to bring forth some really cool things. So yeah, that's what I have for you. I really hope that was helpful. Goodness. If you're interested in a personal reading, or you want something more in depth, like how will this Mercury retrograde affect me? What does the full moon lunar eclipse have in store for me? That type of thing, because we're still in its shadow period for a little bit longer. And the Mercury retrograde doesn't end until March 20th. You can feel free to go to the link in my bio where I have my shop for personal readings for those interested in that, or my Patreon where I offer all kinds of fun readings to members, and just to, you know, feel free to check it out, see if you feel called, see if it resonates with you. If you're watching this from the YouTube when I post this later, that link will be in the description box down below. Again, please feel free to check that out, only if you feel called to do so. And goodness me, if this is the last time I see you, and you do not vibe with me, thank you for your time and your energy, for being here, for walking with me through my own journey. And yeah, I really feel for whoever this is, because it just feels like just underneath the surface, something really wants to come out. I just really feel for you, and I really hope that you step into that and come out, because there's nothing wrong with whoever you're hiding in there. They deserve to be out. You deserve to be free. Alright, the clock was chiming. Yeah. Please remember that life is an ever-crooked path, and you are never off of it, okay? And for those of you who have chosen to follow me, who do like my vibe, thank you so, so, so much for being here, for your time and energy as well, for your support, for your love, for your understanding, your patience. You guys are amazing. And I am so grateful to even be able to channel these messages for you guys. Yeah. I wish you all of the love, joy, happiness, luck, peace, prosperity, abundance, health, wealth, and healing on your journey